Hello, it's Rod and Jen, and we're back again to
And like
give
I
you
like to
some
say, this
more.
is the Rod and Jen show.
You like to say, she likes to say it's the Rod and Jen show. So it's the Rod and Jen show. But we come with our show to be able to talk to you about our favorite topic, which is
Real estate.
real estate and investing. We got a lot of topics. We do have other favorite topics, but this one we really believe we can be instrumental in helping you to create what we've created, which is an absolute beautiful portfolio of passive income that we get every month, regardless of where we are, regardless of what we're doing. And that could be anything from being on a cruise to being out golfing to fishing to you name it, to whatever it is that you like to do. And we still get that checks deposited every month into our account. And it is a beautiful thing.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah. So whether you want to replace your income of your current job that you have now and replace it with some income or passive income that you can create this revenue stream with, that will allow you to go do the things you like and don't do what you don't like, which we are firm believers in not doing what we don't like.
That was pretty good.
You like that?
I like that.
So we tell you about some of the properties and some of the deals that we've found over the years. We like to tell you about some of our favorites. We've got some ones that were not our favorites also, but we've done well over the years. We've got a knack for finding good deals, and we want to tell you, regardless of where you live, regardless if the market is high or interest rate is high,
That's right.
interest rate is low, regardless if the market is hot or if the market is cold, irregardless of any of those things, it's always a good time to buy real estate. Is it not?
100%. And as you all probably have heard before, you make money when you buy real estate. So if you buy it right, you will definitely make money. But I want to go back to something that Rod mentioned earlier when you said, hey, if you want to transition from what's now your full-time job to being a real estate professional and investing in real estate, to make the money to really do the thing that you were called to do, the thing that you were created to do. Because some of you guys have a real passion to do something totally different from what you're doing.
And you mean they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing on their jobs? They just kind of took it because they make good money.
They just kind of go to work because they need the money to pay their bills, right? Yeah. But it's not that dream job.
They got caught on the hamster wheel. That's what I call it. They got caught on the
hamster wheel where you're just going and going and going. And so you're looking for a way to transition off to do and to make more passive income so that you can spend your time doing the thing that you really want to do. That's the other cool and exciting thing about being an investor,
Very
right?
Cool.
So you can do the other thing.
And the thing for us is, we talk to a lot of people. We've got friends that do this. We've got friends that don't do what we do. We've got friends that like the stock market. We've got friends that do other things. And they have very little real estate, but they all seem to indicate that they would like to do real estate. And some of them, we've been able to assist with that. But we're just firm believers that this is a way. It's not a new way. I mean, you can go back in history and search this all the way back to John D. Rockefeller and a lot of the other, great men of wealth that kind of helped, as they say, to build the country. A lot of them put a lot of their money into real estate.
Yes, sir.
And many of them still own that real estate.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
People think that Ray Kroc was the famous for owning the McDonald's. And what they don't realize is Ray Kroc is famous because he built a portfolio of commercial real estate throughout the world.
Smart man.
So, you get to buy the franchise, but he got to own the property. I like that deal. That's a good deal.
All day long.
And so, those are the things that we try to tell you, the little secrets, the things that we've learned over the years, the things that will help you to be successful in your, you carrying out or building your portfolio of real estate. And we say portfolio because you can't just buy one.
It's like a Ritz cracker. Like, you remember years and years ago, if you watched, there was a commercial that said you can't just eat one.
No, you can't. They're so buttery good. That's what real estate's like. It's so buttery good to us. We're not going to buy one. We're going to buy and keep buying and buying. I thought about this one time because people talk about retiring. And I think somebody asked me, so when do you retire? I'm never retiring. I think I'll buy real estate if I'm 98 years old. If I find a piece and I'm driving out, or at that point, maybe I've got a chauffeur. I don't know. At 98,
Who knows?
The way that I like to sleep when I get behind the steering wheel, I probably will have something.
That's not good.
Somebody driving me around by then, which I'm not mad about because if I wasn't driving, I could sit in the back and read books.
Yeah, you could.
You know, I could listen
You
to
could
things.
read books about buying real estate.
I could read books about anything I like. So I'm not really mad about, the possibility of not driving.
And so I'm sure you guys know now there's a shortage of housing during this time that we're recording this video. There's still a shortage of inventory, right? So we have some very unique ways that we use to actually find our fabulous deals. And I think we may have mentioned it before, but sometimes you just got to pick up the phone. You got to do a little research and try to locate the person that owns that abandoned house that you just drove by today.
Yeah,
and if you spend time just kind of looking around as you're going about your day and
You'll spot
driving
a deal.
around, you'll spot a deal,
you'll
right?
spot a deal.
And you'll look at a house and you know what? That house has been vacant for a long time.
Yeah.
And you just never know. Different people are going through different, stages of their life,
Yeah.
different situations. And, you never rejoice in anybody's downfall or what have you. But sometimes it just might be that somebody just doesn't want it anymore, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
and they're
things
willing
happen.
to sell it.
You get, family things, you get people pass,
Mhm.
and, it become estates and things like that. And you get a bunch of siblings or
Mhm.
heirs that are squabbling,
Mhm.
divorces.
Mhm.
People divorce, you'll be amazed. They just want to get away from each other because they can't, they hate each other now and they don't want to see each other anymore.
Mhm.
And you can just, if you come in and you buy, you get at just the right time.
You can be the blessing that people are
Yeah.
looking for.
Yeah,
you
you help them too because they couldn't stand each other anymore. Just wanted to get away from each other, so they were happy to sell you the property.
And you can get a really
yeah.
good deal that way. And as you
Absolutely.
mentioned too, it could have been somebody passed away and they
Yeah.
didn't have any kids or
Yeah.
anybody to give the house to, and so
Right.
it ends up being sold, at
Yeah.
a very low price or at a fair deal. So
one
look
of
for
the
those.
things that we're going to help you with and help those that we talk to is we want to change your mindset about
Mhm.
there being some fear around what happens if I get a property and it's bad and if the sewer backs up we have things in place for every possible scenario.
Systems for systems.
And
for
then
systems.
let's give you the worst case scenario. The house burns down. Well, we've got insurance. I'm just being if it's a worst case
You're right.
scenario,
You're
someone you have a tenant and they burn the house down.
Yeah.
Well,
Of course they weren't home. They.
I don't know.
Something
For whatever reason, we've got insurance. So you have insurance.
Yeah.
And so what happens is you get a brand new house
Mhm.
in the location of the one that burned down, and they pay you for your lost rent.
Mhm.
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
Okay, so how do you lose there?
You don't.
Okay. Oh.
Sounds like a win-win. Well,
So
maybe.
you don't want your place to burn down. I went to the burn down. We've never had a place burn down, by the way.
Yeah.
But I just went there because what's kind of a worst case
You were
scenario?
trying to just go
How
to-
about this? A tree falls on the house
Yeah.
in a storm. Guess what? You've got insurance.
Mhm.
And if it's a rental, they
They've
do
got
rent
insurance.
replacement.
Mhm.
Well, I'm not talking about them. The tenant should have it.
They should.
But I'm talking about you, the investor.
Yeah.
You have it, which means it will do whatever repairs necessary. It will take care of any income that was missed
Mhm.
during the course of time where the repair is being done. And basically, you're made whole, and the repairs will be back to certainly new condition because you're not going to get a huge
Absolutely.
repair.
Mhm.
So,
Huge repair.
yeah. So, I mean, we're just trying to tell you some scenarios where you may have been told things that make you think there's some liability on your side that's going to really put you or your family in a
way.
bad situation.
Yeah.
And in 30 years of doing this, well, I say 3 decades because I think that sounds worse than 30 years, doesn't it? 3 decades.
Hey.
Because some people think a decade is like 100 years.
Decade is a decade.
It's not a century, but people mix those two. It's a century or a decade, but it's we've never had anything of that. Anything. I mean, we've had issues, but I'm just being very transparent. We've never had any issue that scares me away or would ever scare me away from wanting to buy.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, though, there's challenges in whatever work you put your hand to. Like,
Yeah,
you
there's a
could be
challenge
on-
when you go to work and your boss is a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
And you got to go in and deal with him every day, and you don't like
Or
him.
they have a big
or her.
layoff, or you get fired, unfortunately, or something like
Stuff
that.
happens. Stuff
Stuff
happens.
happens. So why pick on real estate?
You don't get fired from being an owner of a
This
piece of
is
property.
true. This is
So
true.
we share this stuff with you because we like to dispel the myths.
Mhm.
If you have something that you can think of, email us or get in touch with us. Ask the question. We'll answer it. We'll give you
I think
our
you're supposed
honest.
to put it in the comments, right?
However,
Something like
they
that.
can email us. Our email shows up when they go to our
Oh, it
website.
does?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You guys can figure out a way. Y'all more savvy with the social media than we are. So figure out a way. Hit us up. Do whatever you do.
Get in touch with us.
Definitely hit the like button. Okay,
Mhm.
because that's important. And
That's
let
if
us
you
know.
like us.
And
They may
comment.
not like us.
Well, if you don't like us, don't hit it. We don't want you hitting it if you don't like us, okay? But anyways, but we will
I would like us.
absolutely do that. We will absolutely respond. We'll get back if there's something you want to know specifically. Hey, we're pretty transparent about
Mhm.
almost everything that we've done. Now, I don't think we've hit the 1,000 mark yet, but we're well into the hundreds of properties. We've
Mhm.
sat at a closing table so many times. We have to tell them sometimes.
So many
what
times,
to
and
do.
sometimes I think
Well,
I should have been a real estate attorney.
Do you know the thing that's interesting? We've been in closings, and the new attorneys, we've had new attorneys, and they're kind of fumbling around, and we'll say, it's right there. Just flip it over. And they say, oh, you've done this before. Oh, you just don't know how many times we've sat on the side of the table doing a deal. So we've been at the table hundreds and hundreds of times.
Mhm.
And we've had some interesting stories. Sometimes it wasn't stuff that had anything to do with us,
Right.
where the property owners or some situation with the title or something like that. So we've had a lot of different
Mhm.
things. But again,
Just keep going.
if there's anything,
Mhm.
just reach out to us. We'll tell you about it. And we probably have maybe did it in one of our other videos. But we love to get
Mhm.
feedback and let us know if there's something you want to talk about.
100%.
We'll absolutely come back and we'll tell you about it, right?
Yep. Happy to do it.
So now, what do you think has been the most exciting project or piece of property that we were able to grab? Which one is just on your list that just you remember as being one that was just I was just over the moon when we got this one? Are there any that you can think of specifically?
Well, probably.
Outside of the fact she likes to keep all of them.
Yeah, because
She
I
does,
can
she
look
does.
back at the ones that we didn't keep that were very exciting. But anyway, I'll
Oh,
go back
we should
there.
probably explain that. So
Right.
when she said didn't keep, so we have a portfolio of income property or rental property that we keep. We'll buy some property specifically and we say we're keeping it. We buy other properties because of what we do and we flip them. And we've got properties, commercial, residential, multi-unit, single family. So we've had the gamut. So out of all the properties, is there one
I love them all.
that you
They're
can
all
think of?
it's like
They're all your
it's like your
favorites.
children. You love all of them.
I
But
don't love all of them. I love what happens from all of them, but I've had some that were not my favorites.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
one that we purchased that was very close to a major, well-known university.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was really excited about
that.
that
That is a
one.
fave, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a walk to the
Yeah.
university.
And that one is literally, it's like it's in the campus.
Yeah.
Well, we can tell them where. We can tell them the school. It's William and Mary. Yeah, we can. So that's an old school too, by the way. They've been around since, I don't know, like 1800s or something, late
Yeah,
1800s.
it's pretty old.
So anyway, but yeah, we were able to get a property that literally is right in the
Tremendous
campus. And of course, the
blessing.
campus just expanded over the years too, that
Mhm.
incorporated the neighborhood surrounding it.
Mhm.
But yeah, that is a favorite.
Yeah,
I would
that's
agree
one of
with
my
you.
favorites.
I would agree with you. That's a favorite.
So yeah, there's a lot of favorites. I
Yeah.
tell you what, my most favorite ones are the ones that cash flow the most. Those are my favorites.
Mine too. That's all.
I'm not into buying a property because of where it's located and how pretty it is and all that. If it doesn't cash flow, if the numbers don't work,
Yeah, you don't
it's
get
not
it.
my favorite.
Yeah, if the numbers don't.
No.
And we
if
teach
the
that.
numbers don't work, we don't buy.
Yeah, don't buy it.
Mm-mm.
So, look, we'll come back again. We'll get back into some other details surrounding just the business things that we do. Like I said, if you something specific that you can think of, you just hit us up and we will be glad to actually answer any question that you have that we can answer. Right?
100%.
All right. Well, we enjoyed it. God bless. Have a great day.